All right, let's see if we can actually get through this live without any technical difficulties or interruptions or anything like that. I've had to stop a couple times, and I apologize. So if you started the live and it's ended abruptly, again, I do apologize. I have made sure I've pressed the go live button. I make sure to have it on public. And I've made sure my kids are doing okay because I've had to stop for them a couple times as well. I need to figure out how to put breaks in in these live streams. I know there's people that do that, and I'm not exactly sure how. But if you were watching before, we've missed a couple things because I've had to end this live so quickly. I ended up going and getting some crying obsidian to make ourselves a respawn anchor because as of this morning, Minecraft has added the brand new update for 1.21.6 in 1.21.6 called Chase the Skies, which means we have the ability to go into the nether and find a dried ghast, bring it back home, and take care of it, and it will eventually turn into a Happy Ghast. And so in this live, we are going to go and try and find a soul sand valley because there are about 2 ways I believe you can get a Happy Ghast. Or dried ghast. You can either get it from the soul sand valley in the nether, or you can craft it by getting ghast tears, which you also get from the nether. But I am going to try to get it through the first method. We're going to go and find a soul sand valley. And they are usually under the bone block fossils in the soul sand valley. So I don't know how what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how easy they are to find, if they're more of like a rare item, or if it's like they're going to be under like every fossil I see. I'm not really sure. But we're going to go ahead and try and find that. I'm hoping this isn't going to take too long. I'm thinking about spending probably about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, trying to find the Happy Ghast or the dried ghast. And then we'll bring it back home and see if we can't make ourselves our own Happy Ghast and care for it. Now, with this update, we also have the ability to make ourselves saddles and to craft up saddles and also harnesses for the Happy Ghast, which I'm really glad because I made that leather farm over there, and I have all the resources that we need to craft the saddles and the harnesses. So this couldn't have been better timed, in my opinion. So we are just going to go ahead and head right into the nether. Now, like I said, I got myself a respawn anchor because I want to be able to, if I find the Happy Ghast, I want to be able to just have a spot where I can, you know, set like a spawn point. Sorry if you hear the chickens in the background. I am currently looking after my in-laws' chickens, so you'll probably hear them in the background, as well as my kids occasionally in the stream. Hopefully that's not too disruptive, but you might hear that, but I'm just going to go ahead and just continue on. And I'm also going to go ahead and put a little message in the chat. So before I move on with anything else, if you are watching this and you say hello or anything like that, my chat is kind of delayed, or my audio is delayed. So if I say something, or if you say hi and I say something, sometimes it takes a few seconds to register on the actual live that you guys are watching. So I promise I'm not ignoring you. It's just the delay in the audio. So if you say hi, just give me a few minutes and I will do my best to respond to you in a timely manner. But otherwise, just go ahead and say hello. Also, I am only streaming this to YouTube today. Typically, I like to try and to stream to YouTube and Discord, but I wanted to just make this a YouTube live stream, and then I'm gonna upload the replay or link the replay to my Discord channel. So if you are not following me over there, the Discord link is in the description of this live stream, and I also have it in the About Me section on my YouTube channel. So if you click that link, it should take you right to my channel, and I'll send an invite and everything, and I will, and then you'll be accepted onto my channel. And you can catch all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on with this channel. Sorry, that's a little bit distracting, so hopefully I don't get too distracted. I can be a little bit of a scatterbrain some days, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue for you guys. Alright, now that I've sent that message and all that jazz, we're going to go ahead and head into the nether. So I want to go ahead and have a respawn anchor, so that way when we do find the Soul Sand Valley, we can make ourselves kind of like a little safe room in a sense. That way we can set our spawn, and if we do end up dying while trying to find this ghast, we don't have to try and come back and get all our stuff, and, you know, hopefully I won't panic too much, and we can just come right back and hopefully we can just come right back. Sorry. Having a hard time with words today. So we're just going to go right into my nether portal here, and I think I'm going to try and search around the warped forest that is right here. Oh, there are some piglins. I am actually not exactly sure where a Soul Sand Valley is located. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to find. Like I said, I'm hoping maybe 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops. But we all know how that can go in Minecraft. So if this happens to go longer than I want it to, we might end up having to try again at a later date. But I'm hoping for a good outcome. Also, if you're watching this right now, we are actually in between recording. I'm actually in between recording episode 4. I don't want to give any spoilers. You're just going to have to go watch it. But we did come into the nether for the first time on that episode, and we found some pretty cool stuff. I am hoping that that episode will be posted either this Thursday or Friday. I'm not exactly sure when it will be posted, but I'm really hoping by the end of this week on Friday. So you have to keep your eyes out for that one when it does hit the channel, because it's really exciting. And I really don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of going along hoping for the best. And if you're not subscribed, I would highly recommend subscribing. I have a lot more fun episodes coming in the future. I do plan on doing a lot of episodes that are dedicated to certain biomes themselves. Like I am doing the nether biome in this episode. I'll probably return to the nether biome because there's a couple other things that I need to get from the nether. And then I also want to do dedicated episodes for like the jungle and like the dark oak and the pale oak and all that. So if you aren't subscribed, if you subscribe and click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I post the different episodes and stuff. And also, if you join Discord, you'll be updated on when episodes will be coming out. And all the behind the scenes kind of stuff. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for, honestly. I do have a few blocks. I might end up having to tunnel through the netherrack. To find the Soul Sand Valley. Well, that's interesting. Typically, I do have a couple of mods on my Minecraft game, but because of the update, some of the mods that I use, including my shaders, have not been updated to 1.21.6 yet, so we are just going to get the full vanilla experience in this live stream today, which I'm okay with. I do like the vanilla Minecraft. Hopefully you guys don't mind either. gotta be careful with where I'm putting my cursor. That's part of the Nether Fortress? It's really literally in... Okay, so that's a little bit of a spoiler because you're just gonna have to go and watch episode 4. I'm not gonna break into that right there because episode 4 has everything to do with that structure right there, and I don't want to give any spoilers. But that is literally, oh, that is so epic. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 please, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, so we've died. I'm hoping I can get back to my stuff. Oh, I should have set down that and that respawn anchor. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I am trying not to panic because that's what I do. I panic. Gold. I'm gonna go ahead and just break apart this gold block and get us some gold stuff. And I'm gonna this. I'm really trying my hardest not to panic. Okay. And I don't have anything on me. Okay, we're gonna take this just as backup, hopefully. Okay. Let's try and make it back to our stuff. This is when I wish I had my map mod on, but I'm gonna try and do this without it. I kind of had a feeling that I had accidentally stared at him. Like, my screen is a little bit dark, and it's dark in here, but I had just had a feeling. And sure enough, I did stare at him. I think I kind of vaguely remember where I was at. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. Just kind of concentrating. Hopefully that's okay. Thankfully I wasn't near any, like, lava. Hoping I can find that spot again. There's the Crimson Forest. I don't think we were anywhere near that. Okay, let's get away from that. I am trying to keep my gaze down because I really don't want to do any more of that. Okay. I want to look around so bad. know, even if we don't find one, it's okay. This is still entertaining, right? And we can always try again later. There's that. Oops, let's get out. We want the Happy Ghast, we don't want the other type of ghast. Oh, this looks promising. We just about looked at another one. Alright, so I really have no idea. Where's my... So many Endermen. Oh Lord. It's not going to be very cool if we don't make it back there, because my respawning anchor and everything is literally like right over there. I feel like this is taking me longer than 5 minutes. I'm so nervous that I'm going to lose all that stuff, including the respawn anchor. Oh, he's right there. Okay, let's move. This is looking very... Is this it? I think this is it. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I know this is probably not how you would do it, but... I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose all my stuff. I just don't. I really don't know where in the world I died at. I've definitely been wandering around longer than 5 minutes. I feel like I just keep making circles. My word. I just don't know, guys. I'm literally kind of shaking right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit frustrated. Like, there's literally no way for me to figure out where I was. And I just keep getting turned around, and I'm worried about looking at more Endermen. This is great, right? I'm trying my hardest not to get so frustrated. But I can tell you right now, that is not, I'm not doing so good with that. I lost my bow also. See, I keep coming back around. I don't understand. Maybe I went off this way. I'm gonna try going a different direction. But even at this point, I'm pretty sure I've lost everything. So. if I just keep wandering around, I'll find it. I don't know how spawn chunks work in the nether. Like, I know that in the overworld, like, if you're not in the spawn chunks, a lot of times maybe your stuff hasn't even despawned yet because you haven't made it within the spawn radius of your stuff. Well, I think what I might end up doing, I still want to try and find the Happy Ghast. I think I'm just going to have to work with the fact that I've lost all my stuff. We're going to go back, and I think we are going to try maybe a little bit longer. I'm gonna give it another try, and if we don't find it, I might have to do this again. I might have to do another live on another time to find the Happy Ghast. But I really do want to find it. I'm just gonna try and take this with a grain of salt and not get too frustrated. I think I let myself get too frustrated with these things and forget that, you know, I can just try again. So we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves up. Well, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves up some more gear and head into the nether. I do not have another respawn anchor, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some more diamond gear. It's definitely not enchanted, so we're gonna have to enchant that probably later on. Luckily, I have been trading a lot and getting a lot of diamonds from mining. Alright, so I'm also going to grab some more blocks. I don't have a shield, so hopefully we don't run into any more ghasts. Do I want to take my stuff in there with me? No, I really don't. I only have one crying of sin. We're not going to be able to make another respawn anchor. I don't really want to take my fortune pickaxe in there. But I think I am just going to go ahead and make myself another diamond one. I mean, I could even just make myself a stone one, but we have the diamonds. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a diamond one. We're going to have to re-enchant it anyway if we make it out of here alive. Out of the nether alive this time. And I'm going to try and get a lot more blocks. Oh shoot, okay. Oh yeah, I should probably grab some food too. Do I have any in here? I think I'm going to have to go grab some steak real quick from my leather farm. Let's go do that. Oh, I'm also going to grab some more blocks so I don't forget those. I don't know if I have any more iron to make myself a shield. this is a learning experience for me. Partially learning how not to give up in Minecraft when something doesn't go your way the first time. Which I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that maybe can kind of relate to that. Where you have played Minecraft and something happens the way you don't want to and you just kind of give up. That's how I've played Minecraft in the past. I'm really trying to get past that. So hopefully this will be a good learning experience for me. And if we don't find it this time around, what I might do is I might maybe try to find it on a map. Or maybe we'll have our mod at that point. Our map mod. And the next time we try to find the Happy Ghast. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way back into the nether. And hopefully we don't lose all our stuff this time. I'm going to probably spend maybe another 20-30 minutes on this, and if we don't find it in this episode, or in this live stream, then like I said, I will probably do another live stream to try and find it. Let's see if I have any more torches. I think I might have, I have torches on me, I think, but I think I lost them in that last save. So I don't have any. Alright, let's make our way back in there and see if, make sure I still have my gold. And we're gonna make our way and see if we can't find a Soul Sand Valley. Because I keep trying to go this way, but maybe we actually need to go the opposite direction. But part of me, I still kind of want to try and go this way. As soon as I struggle a little bit. Oh, excuse me. I lost all my stuff to your friend just a moment ago, so excuse me if I just push past you. I'm almost wondering if maybe I should just try to tunnel to one. I've done that before where I've just tunneled to different biomes. And I mean, it's worked before. I think that might be a bastion over there. I don't really know though. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm really trying to be careful with my crosshairs right now. Warped forest, of course. I think. I keep thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if I came across my stuff? be so awesome right about now. It's just like a little cave kind of thing. Alright. I'm trying not to get discouraged. Scared me. I was like, I know I didn't see no Enderman there. Let's do it this way. Forget I have this. I think they also get angry if you hit them, right? Oh, jeez, come on. Don't do that. Oh, come on, Enderman. Work with me here, please. I'm also, we've got our AC on and I'm kind of shivering because it's cold in here. I'll have to go turn that off here in just a second. Like I want to go off in that direction for some reason. I don't know, I keep coming around to it and then I don't. Ooh, thankful for these vines. That was very helpful. Okay. See, a lot of these places look like kind of where I died at, so I just keep checking them. Hello, Enderman. Oop, I don't want to look at you. It was such a cool little spot too, because remember, I was able to see like the Nether Fortress also. Part of it was in the Warped Forest. So I don't know how I even got there or how I could even get back to that, but if we find that, that would be so cool. Oh, that's the bastion right there. I don't really feel like dealing with the piglin brutes right now. So we're gonna try to avoid that. Plus I want to do a whole episode on the bastion later on, so I guess I'm gonna have to keep your eyes peeled for that. We're not gonna go in there right now. Hello. Oh, you know what? All my gold is gone too, so I can't trade with the piglins like I wanted to. I know you guys are probably like, why do you keep going through all these little tunnels? Okay, let's go this way. We're probably gonna spend most of our time here in this warped forest. Okay, so there is the Crimson Forest. Maybe this is a little bit promising. Not as many Endermen. Hannah? Hannah?
Yes?
Can you cook the AC off? It's cold. I'm shivering.
How do I do it again?
Have Hannah do it, please.
I pressed it 4 times.
Thank you, Hannah.
Is this what it is?
careful because when you come into the Crimson Forest, you also get hoglins. So, see if we can get up into some of these. Quick.
Mom, are you supposed to do it 5 times?
I don't know, baby. Can you please just turn it off?
I want to get it again. Now it's on the top one.
Can you please get up and turn it off for me?
Ellen? Ellen, go press it 3 times. I'm trying to show you. Watch. Watch. Just press it 3 times. If I press it 3 times, it will be on the heater. I know.
Okay, I gotta put myself in kind of a safety spot real quick, and I'm gonna go figure out what is going on. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I am highly doubting I'm gonna be able to find this warp, or not warp forest, this Soul Sand Valley. I'm just gonna keep going because, I don't know, I kind of keep feeling like there might be one maybe past this Crimson Forest here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of bridge through the trees. This kind of feels like it doesn't go anywhere, right? Kind of feeling like we may have to revisit this later. Oh, there he is. Okay. There's several of them right there. shield or anything to protect myself with. And I can tell you right now, I'm not very good at the whole return to sender thing. Maybe if I can make it back to my, like where my nether portal is, maybe we'll try the other direction. Because, I don't know, I keep having a feeling that it's not actually this direction. And this whole forest is just, it's massive, but I really just don't see another way to get around it. Except to tunnel through the netherrack. That's my nether portal right there. Alright. I really have no idea what I'm doing here. Maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna try and make it down there. Is that soul sand? Wait. Okay. Wish me luck. I'm gonna try and bridge across this. It's not as big of a gap as I've done before. Don't panic. Okay. Get out of here. There's a salt delta over there. I am going to bring up my coordinates. I'm going to take a screenshot because that way I can at least, that's what I should have done, is I should have taken a screenshot of that nether fortress. If I could have found my way back a little bit easier, but whatever. I guess you live and learn, right? I just have a feeling I'm going to have to do some tunneling. But I don't know if I'm going to have time for that in this particular live stream. But I keep... I'm just going to check that out really quick, because that does look like soul sand. Oh, and here we go. Okay. Where did that go? Yep. It's right there. Should we just tunnel? That seems like a safer bet. Tunnel until we maybe get to a Soul Sand Valley. That's gonna take forever though, guys. I feel like that's the scaredy cat route. But I just don't see any other way to get to Soul Sand Valley because you got the Basalt Delta right there. And then you've got a whole warped in Crimson Forest that I, for the life of me, can't seem to get through. Oh, he's right there. I mean, at least if we could get the return to sender. Please try. Yeah, a lot of lava. Let's see. This could be really dangerous because I don't have any lava potions. Or potions of fire resistance. But I'm just gonna see if this works out on another side. Hello, hello! Welcome to my live. I am currently trying to find a Soul Sand Valley with no luck so far. I am surrounded by Warped Forest, Crimson Forest, and the Basalt Delta. So, and I just previously lost all my stuff. So now I'm kind of going in sort of bare bones, still trying to find the Happy Ghast. I feel like I'm seeing more soul sand. But is soul sand just more prevalent everywhere now? I think I'm gonna try and maybe tunnel a little bit more. like that's not as entertaining as going directly into the nether to find it. Trying to face my fears. Yeah, I had a respawn anchor and everything, but I hadn't set it down. And I looked at an Enderman by accident and lost all of my stuff, including the respawn anchor. So I'm gonna have to go find some more crying obsidian at some point and make us another respawn anchor. But I didn't want to have to waste too much time getting another one, so I decided just to come in here without it to see if we could just find the Soul Sand Valley. Still another waste, huh? Probably the least efficient way to do this, but... And I could end up dying in lava at some point, so there's always that as well. I'm going to take a quick little break real quick, and I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. We are back now, though. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep going through the nether rack here. another crimson forest. Alright, so that was not... Well, not technically supposed to dig up in the nether, but I kind of just want to see where I'm at. Hopefully there's no lava above my head. What level are we at? 42? Dog is barking in the background. Apologize. That's why the piglins don't like the hoglins, do they? Ooh, that sounded brutal. I'm gonna see if I can dig my way to those other trees over there. Oh, let's not dig through the gold right now. Is that more warped forest? So we have another crimson forest neighboring a warped forest. That is crazy that they're so close together like that. I'm really hoping a hoglin doesn't come down on my head right there. Right, 1 second again. Hello? we are back. My kiddos are kind of being a little loud in the background, but you know, that's just the way it is sometimes. I've been at this a little bit longer than I planned, so I'm probably gonna maybe spend a few more minutes in here, and then we might come back to this later if I don't find a Soul Sand Valley here soon. But I want to see what's up over there. Except being up there, I'm going to be a little bit more exposed to whatever is up there. Maybe, but then I keep breaking into these areas here that are like just straight drop into lava. Myself kind of a little bridge here for when I have to come back through here. I don't have to worry about falling. Hoping for something promising, but I just keep running into netherrack and crimson forest and all that. I guess this is why I typically check the maps before I play them, so I can kind of know where things are at beforehand, but point I'm going to run out of this pickaxe is going to give out on me. Oh, what's this? I'm going to try and pull it up. Any hoglins. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. It's kind of disorienting though. I don't know which way I want to go. Caught my attention. Not really sure what it is. we're going in circles and we're coming back to the forest I saw earlier? That must have been what I saw. What was that? Oops, stem tree right there. Of course. I mean, it feels like we're really far from our nether portal, but honestly, only a couple hundred blocks from it. Oops, did not mean to do that. Neat. It's very hazy. That's not a sound I really want to hear right now. Really, dude? This is my spot. Oh my word. Ooh, that was really, really close. I'm on 4.5 hearts. Eek. See blue flames anywhere? something, I think I just mentioned this, I might be repeating myself, but the Sultan Valleys, they usually have the skellies in them, more of the skellies. It's another basalt delta. What I want to do because it's actually getting close to dinner time and I am going to have to get off here. To make dinner here soon. Do you see what I see? I see a bone block and soul sand. Oh my word, guys. I think I found it. Now, the Happy Ghast, or the ghast, oh my word, that scared me. Oh, that gave me a little bit of a jump scare, I'm not gonna lie. What I need to do, what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and maybe take up some of these bone blocks. Okay, let me get rid of that. Just when I was about to say I'm gonna get off here and try again later, we found it. But now I gotta figure out how to get into it so that we can maybe find, because I see soul sand down there, or soul soil, and I think I see some over there. So I'm gonna try and do it this way. Hopefully we don't die. What you need, baby?
Look. It's literally on here.
Why is it not letting me place the block? That's odd. Can you not place blocks on soul sand? Hi, Wolf. Welcome to the live stream. You came just in time because I have been spending about maybe like an hour or so now trying to find a soul sand valley, and I was just about to give up. I've actually lost all my stuff in the process of finding this place, but I finally found it, and I am going to, oh, there's a skelly right there. Good thing I took my coordinates. But I'm going to try and find a dried ghast. That's my goal. But I was about to give up, and I finally found one. So I'm hoping for a good ending to this live. Also, apparently my kids have found my live and are now listening to it on their little radio. They just came and showed me. Okay, that was cute. I don't know how I'm gonna get down there. Very carefully, maybe. Boy, I wish I had an elytra right now. I could just float right down there, right? There's a skelly. I should be grabbing up some of the soul sand, but I think what I'll do, since I know where this is at and I've got the coordinates, I might come back in here later for it. Or maybe try to grab it maybe at the end of this little segment. Oh, oh no. Oh, this is not what we want. Nope. I'm probably gonna die. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Yep. I'm definitely gonna die. Be quick. Be quick. No! I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm gonna die. Well, maybe. Uh, maybe that's a good spot to end this live because that's gonna take probably another hour for me to get back over there. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, but yeah. No, okay, so at the beginning of this live, I had everything. I had my diamond armor, and I had a shield, and I had a bow, and all that. But I had gone into the warped forest and accidentally stared at an Enderman, and I died and lost all that stuff. Spent about more than 5 minutes trying to find this stuff. So all that stuff is gone. And so this is the second time I've died. I don't have a shield. But I think what I'm going to do is I have to get off here because I got to make dinner for my family. But now that I know where the warped forest is located, or not warped forest, now that I know where the, what am I thinking? The Soul Sand Valley is located, I can take some time to make up some more gear, get myself a little better prepared, and do another live. I'm thinking maybe either tomorrow or Thursday. And then we can hopefully get a dried ghast in that live. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this live probably right here because it's just getting a little too late. But it's been a lot of fun, even though it's been a little bit stressful. I was gonna give up, but I'm glad I didn't because I did end up finding the Soul Sand Valley. So now, like I said, I'm probably gonna get off here now, but you can probably be looking forward to a follow-up live to this. Either tomorrow or Thursday. Tomorrow, Wednesdays, I typically actually play Minecraft with a friend of mine. So I don't know if I'll have time to do a live tomorrow, but on Thursday I should be able to do one. And we will go back to that Soul Sand Valley and hopefully there will be some fossils that we can get a dried ghast from. But I'm going to go ahead and head off. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next live. And also be looking for episode 4. That should be out hopefully by Friday at the latest. But anyways, I hope you all are blessed, and I will see you in the next live. Bye!